Elspeth shares her experience of life before and after her dementia diagnosis.
I started to have disasters, in my flat. I was just turning on the bath water and leaving it. I didn't notice it was on. And I used to flood the floor, and then I had terrible disasters with my cooking. I nearly burnt the building down in my flat, and it was absolutely terrifying. And I thought, well, this isn't normal loss of memory. This is quite serious loss of memory. So I just sort of realised then that I think I probably might have Alzheimer's. When I said, "Oh, I'm forgetting things," all sorts of little things as well, they said, "Oh, don't be silly. We all do that. I do it," and they wouldn't sort of they dismissed it. So I said, "Well, I'm going to. Am I all right to tell you all this?"
Yes, please do. Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, "Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to the doctors, and I'm going to say I'm forgetting everything." And she said, "Well, would you like just to go and have a little test? It's like a little, what does this remind you of? And will you draw something?" And I thought I didn't do terribly well. So she said, "Well, you have this score," she said, which is, she said it's, she didn't like to say it was awful, but she said, "Would you like, we could offer you a scan." I said, "Oh, yes, please, you see, give me a scan, because I have to know what was my reaction to getting the news." But it was just almost relief, because there's a reason for my behaviour. And I never once sort of had a fit about it, thought, "Oh my God." I thought, well, it is what it is. Children were all doing their own thing, and I retired, and I was an auxiliary nurse at the children's hospital, but I had to retire when I was 60 in those days, and I thought, "Oh my God, what am I going to do now?" So I just ended up browsing round Brighton's shops, going home, having lunch, looking at TV in the evening, and nothing really exciting at all. I didn't mind living alone. I was quite smug about it, really. You say, "Oh, it's lovely living alone." Well, I can do whatever I like. If I want to watch something on TV, there's nobody to argue with. And I was making the most of it, really. But then when I discovered this, it's been such a nice surprise.
Yeah.
I've never been happier. Isn't it ridiculous? I'm having such a lovely time. I'm going to all of the lovely groups, singing, cookery, and then we'll sit down and eat what you've cooked. And but we went to this beautiful walled garden, old 100-year-old walled garden with apple and pear trees, and we sat out on the lawn, and we uh, planted seedlings and put them in the greenhouse, and we picked some lavender, and then they showed us how to make lavender bags. And then afternoon tea on the lawn, all run by wonderful volunteer ladies. And it's all, how could everybody be so kind and loving to us all? They said, "Oh, we love you all. Thank you for coming." It was unbelievable. It was like going to heaven. You wouldn't believe how kind people are. And I'm really, really grateful for that, because we feel that people walk by and they're busy, but they're not all like that, are they? I think she's called Louisa. Do you know Louisa?
Yes. Yeah. Yes,
Well,
upstairs.
she's seen me right through from the start. She's given me all the information, and she's been to all the meetings. No, and I'm really, really happy. It's one of the nicest times of my life, with all the struggle and stuff I've had. I'm not a sort of miserable person, and I see lovely things. I'm just more aware of nature, and I've just bought a pound bunch of daffodils, and they've all opened out in my lounge, and I just think, well, I can't think of anything more beautiful to just come and see in the morning when you wake up. Simple things are really, as if I said to Penelope the other day, this must just be like when you've taken LSD.
Really?
She said, oh my God, I hope you don't really know what that's like. She nearly collapsed when I said, everything seems so lovely to me now. See, everything is there, but you do have to know just to join the club first, you see, if you get what I mean. Some will just go off and say, no, I don't want to do that, or don't want to go down. It's such a sad shame if they don't try it, isn't it?
And it wasn't like that before.
No.
And what do you think has made that difference?
Well, just me appreciating life. Because I know I'm not going to have it for much longer anyway at my age. And I just want to cherish every day.